Okay, I don't know what all this mushy gushy energy is about, but someone is trying to infiltrate my readings, and I'm gonna run with it because that's what's coming through. But here, the thing is that there's a place for that, and romance is beautiful, but this journey, if the divine masculine, divine feminine healing spiritual journey is not for the faint of heart. It's not about stability. I mean, it is about creating peace and stability, but it's about creating it within. It's not about security. And so I just felt the need to say that. So I had some sweet love songs come through, and then the cards are giving me, and I'm feeling this Eight of Cups position of like, see how he's looking. First of all, he's got a badass cloak on, or she, and then they've got a wand. Weird. I don't know what the double phase moon is, like an eclipse or something on the moon. But he's like walking away. So he's like tired of something, he's fed up, and I'm feeling that too of like ready to get us to the next place. So I don't know if there's a lot of us in this position. We've got the Four of Swords reversed, so that means that it's time to move out of that place of rest. We've got the Fool out here again. Like, it's time to take these leaps of faith. We've got the Two of Cups again, and it just keeps popping out everywhere, which is crazy because I feel like that's what's going on. Is it's trying to give us that reassurance of like, yes, the universe has your back. The universe wants the same things that you want, but you have to be the one to take the leap of faith. That was the message that came to me, and I'll come back to the cards. That was the message that came to me before this, is that it's like there's so much that you start to learn the more that you detach from things and from people, especially the ones that aren't serving us, because it clouds our vision, and the mind is continually this thing that we have to get past. It's like, I don't know that ever goes away. So like for me today, I started off the day just like go, and I was like, and I had a couple moments of like, I wanted to cry or like break down, and I was like, wait a minute, I'm fine. It was weird. It was honestly weird because I've been so in my feminine and so whatever before this, and now I'm like, I don't know where the energy is coming from or what, but like I'm being pushed in all these different ways. And so, but it just shows you that it's like, people will convince us, because this specifically came to me, is that something about people convincing you that you can't do this and that you're weak, or that you're all these things. And it's like that truly holds us back, because anytime we attach to those beliefs, this water in here is like going crazy. Sorry to move it. Anytime we start to attach to those beliefs, we start to believe it. And just that is enough to at least like prevent us from opening our mind to allow it to be more. We are powerful. We are limited by these vessels and these minds, but we are truly unlimited. We have no idea. We can't fathom the power that we have. And that was the other thing that came to me today, is it's like, I could be like, what's going on? Or I could just accept it and be like, this is the journey that I'm on, and I have to figure it out. And so, that just goes to show you that it's like, we don't need to be attached to people. Like, we just think that because we grew up that way and because we became codependent. But truly, why can't we be an island? Why can't we stand on our own? Like, probably because no one around you has said that to you, or said, whatever it is. Like, so anyways, I just wanted to speak that, because it's like, we really don't know like what we're capable of until we're thrown into those circumstances. You know what I mean? Like, it is crazy. The other thing is that the universe, it's like this always this back and forth. So it's like the universe we have to prove proving to the universe, but proving to ourselves really that it's like, we can detach from these things. We can take these leaps of faith, and we're showing the universe that we're serious about it, because that's what is so wild about following the heart, is that it is like you're continually jumping off these cliffs, and you feel like you don't have support, but you do. We're still caught by our angel. You know, we're still caught by, I don't want to lose the message. We're still supported. It's just that we can't see the way that the cards are going to fall. Like, we can't see the way that the pieces are going to come together. And that's why following your heart truly is this wild goose chase, so, like this wild journey. I mean, I'm in that place right now, so that's why I'm speaking about it. So kind of like, what's the word? Like unruly, or like so kind of chaotic, because it's like I'm in that in between of like haven't created stability outside of me again, other than like I've been okay today, but it is scary. Like, it's scary being in that in between. All right, so that's why I wanted to speak on that, because I love romance and all those things, but I just think that we need those reminders that it's like, it's not about security. It's about letting go of the mind and building together. And that's that feminine. Like, as much as, you know, it feels good to have our ego stroked, it's like, we have to keep it pushing. We have to keep that energy going. And the feminine wants to flow. She wants to feel safe so that she can flow. So the feminine is going to come back at like that security and be like, okay, but we're still building our dream here. Like, we still have things to do. Okay. So, and we've got this with a strength reverse. So that's another reason why this is coming to me, because this is giving me that you don't feel like you're strong enough. And that's BS. Okay. You are strong enough to do whatever it is that you want. And you are strong enough, you are capable of creating and bringing in whatever it is that you want. That's another thing that will happen when you're in these positions, is you're like, we're going to do whatever it takes, because it just throws having your stability shaken up just throws you around so much. Okay. We have 3 of Swords reversed. So you're done with betrayal. And that's another thing that's really hard about all of this, is that you just start to realize that like a lot of people are fine with just backstabbing, because it's like when you're caught up in it, it's almost like you don't see it as a big deal. You're like, oh, it's not a big deal. And it's like, yes, it is for those of us who truly care about the people around us and truly give. It's like, then it does, for us, it does matter, because it's like, it's more painful. I mean, that's how it is for me, is that it's like, it's truly painful. And like, because you wouldn't, if you wouldn't do the same thing to them, that's where that lack of reciprocity comes in. So it's like, eventually you get to this place of like, I can't be around these people anymore, because there's no reciprocity. There's no respect. I don't know what you're doing behind my back. You know what I mean? Like that's why you eventually have to walk away. And we see that we know this because it's ascension. So it's like the hot air balloon letting all the attachments go, but actually in real time in 3D doing it is a whole other thing, because there's all this grief and all this fear and all of this pain and all these other things that we have to work through when we're actually letting people go. But your heart and your heart's desire and your higher self and that plan is always going to be what's going to pull you, and always going to be what's going to fulfill you. And that also that's true inspiration to me. It's like, and that's why I'm always like pushing and like always seeking inspiration, because it's like, that keeps me inspired too. And so, we know that once you're out of that space of like, you have you're seeing truth, and you know that there's not reciprocity with the people around you. It's like, you just have to follow your heart. Like, all right, I've just been like really chatting to this time. Okay, so let's wrap it up. So we have the High Priestess, so that's trust your intuition. And I want to say really quickly that I had that wrong yesterday, and I might take that video down because I feel bad about it. That was the Justice card yesterday, which makes a huge difference. And I was speaking about it like it's the High Priestess, but this one is the High Priestess. I'm gonna triple check, even though I'm certain. Well, she's sitting right here. But she's sitting between the pillars, so it's got to be her. Oh, shoot, I passed it. Hold on. Where are you? Yeah, High Priestess. Okay, so that's saying trust your intuition. You're holding the balance. So And actually, there aren't even any troubling cards out here, really, other than you not trusting yourself to be strong enough, but you are. We also have the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom reversed. So you're worried about money. I feel that too, because I'm in that place too, but it's like, worry about whatever is important in here, and whatever is guiding you right now. Worry about that. Don't worry about the money, because that's one of those, like, and I've seen this time and time again, and I'm not the person to ask about that, because I've not been like the most fiscally responsible, but I know that everyone I know who's followed money and hasn't followed their heart is unhappy and is discontent. And that's what happens, is like, whatever it is you feel in here is what happens around you. And so that's for me why it's like, even as hard as it is, like moving through these times of uncertainty, it's like, I still want to follow this, because like this, I'm able to give this is authentic for me. This is real. And even though I'm like, you know what, I'm not like, everything's not perfect. It's like, this means the most to me. And I want to give back from that realness. And I want to inspire that in others. So it's like, our heart is, and our soul and our higher self is always going to be what drives us. And what like kind of demands to be seen and heard, you know? That was a little bit all over the place. Follow your heart. Don't follow the money. And you're strong enough. I mean, it is crazy sometimes, but if this resonates for you and you've been on this journey, then you know how intense it is. And it's like, every time you get back up and you find grace and forgiveness and you keep going, it's like that. Because like I said today, I've already done a bunch of things and I'm like, what happened? Like, what, who is this girl? And I'm just running with it, because it's like, life goes on and we have to keep trucking. And, you know, I don't want to give up now, you know, and that alone, like having that, like, you know, it's a blessing to have to have motivation again. Like, I lost that for a long time, and I lost passion, and those things are so like beautiful and powerful, and so what this earth and we need to be giving to each other. Okay, I'm gonna stop while I'm ahead.